here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Welcome back, YouTube. It's your favorite action figure reviewer. I'm Ghost of Sparta, and I will be reviewing and unboxing the SHFiguarts Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegito from Dragon Ball Super. We will be taking a look at paint apps, sculpt, articulation, and accessories. So let's get to those size comparisons. We have Vegito with Marvel Legends Deadpool, Vegito with SHFiguarts Goku, we have Vegito with NECA Predator. Alright, so now we're going to jump right into this review, and I have to say, just to give you guys some background on how to acquire this figure, you would have had to gone on to P-Bandai and put in a pre-order for him, I don't know, a few months back. I want to say like 4 or 5 months ago. I think it was in the summertime. I could be wrong. You guys can let me know in the description below on when the pre-order went live. I think it was around $60. I think 65. And I have to say, the fact that I had to go through some, website pre-order beforehand, pay up front, there are some issues with this figure. Now, that's very rare when it comes to SHFiguarts. They do have, you'll get like an issue here or there. But I think a lot of people have been complaining about this figure, and we'll go over those last minute gripes in a bit. But I wanted to just go over, all the aesthetics of this figure. I mean, the sculpt work, we got the 2.0 legs finally for this guy, because I know that they did an event exclusive of Vegito. I believe I did a review on that. You guys could check out in the description below, and I'll leave a card in the upper right hand corner right about there, so you guys can see that as well. Also, Demonical Fit had their opportunity to try to make a 2.0. I also did a review on that one as well, and you guys could see that. But this one is the official 2.0 Vegito from Dragon Ball Super, because we have the blue hair, which is great. But all in all, for the paint apps for this figure, they're done nicely. I want to say nicely, but they're not the best. You could see that there is some shading done on the pants, but it kind of looks like he's like kneeled down and it got wet. Also, for his shoulders right here, you could see that some of the blue bled into the orange, and it doesn't look good, like, at all. You could see like someone got the edge of the Sharpie marker and just rolled it right there on the edges, and that's disgusting. Like, you could see that once you have this guy displayed, you're going to be able to notice that. Like, that's what your eye is going to be attached to right away. Also, here for the chest piece and the orange for the gi, like, you could tell that there's some paint rub in there, and this piece right here will chip off and lose paint as well, just to give you guys a heads up on that. Now, the neck is a little too long. I think they went with that option because they wanted to let him be have more articulation to look all the way up. But yeah, they just did terrible. They really did terrible. I feel that this was really rushed, and for everybody out there that had to pre-order this guy, stress out, pay up front to be able to get him, I really think P-Bandai kind of did us a disservice, or Tamashii Nations kind of did us a disservice for that. But other than that, I mean, you're going to get what you want out of this figure. You're going to be able to display him. You're going to be able to pose him. He has great accessories that we'll go over as well. And that's what I have to say about this figure. I was able to mess with him for quite a bit to be able to get hit going and, give a good opinion on this figure, because like I said, I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. I don't want to give you guys something that's, just my opinion. I want to give you guys straight facts. Now, the hair color, I really like. It's a nice pearlescent shine to it. It's not just, turquoise or blue. It looks nice. They did a good job with the paint there as well. As for the faceplates, you could see that it does have the earrings, and they're painted very nicely. The earrings are painted very nicely. Hopefully that wasn't out of focus too long, but you could see that the earrings are painted and they have a nice gold shine to them. So they did really pay attention to detail. Now, with all that out of the way, we're going to get to everybody's favorite part, the articulation. Head moves up, moves down, swivel, arm rotation, hinge, butterfly joint, swivel, bend at the elbow, swivel, hinge, diaphragm joint back, forward, waist swivel, leg kicks forward, leg kicks back, Vegito's super spread, bend at the knee, swivel, swivel, hinge, toe hinge. So now we're in the accessory portion of this review and unboxing, and you can see that Vegito comes with about 6 hands for his left and 4 pairs of hands for his right, which is kind of odd. I would think that his hands would come more for his right hand than it would be for his left, in my opinion, but I don't know. That's kind of weird. That's a weird thing that they decided to do, but you do get everything you need. He does have a hand that will be used for an effect piece that we'll go over in a bit with the accessories, and then he does have another hand for his spirit beam effect as well. So you can see that you get all the hands there that you need to be able to pose him in everything in every kind of way you want. The only thing is that I noticed that these hands aren't the original, you know, Goku painted white hands. These ones are brand new sculpted. They don't have the fingernails or details like that, like they do on some of the other ones. So let's get into the rest of the accessories. So what was great about this figure is that the value, you do get a lot of hand pieces. We'll also go over the faceplates in a little bit, but we also get 2 effect pieces. Now, if you guys haven't seen my Zamasu review, I'll leave it in the link in the description below, but you can also check the little card I'll leave right there. And he didn't come with anything. He just came with, I think, 4 pairs of hands and himself, and I want to say 3 full head sculpts, because I want you to switch out the hair to be able to make it, you know, to be able to switch out the faces. And it's not like this one that has face plates and uses the same hair for the head sculpt. So you do get his spirit sword, you also get the final Kamehameha, and then you also get this little piece here, which is to tab on the back of Fuse Zamasu, so you can have the spirit sword pierce him, and by doing that you would use this piece would go against Zamasu, this piece would come out of the back, and which is really nice. I'd be very careful with any of those accessories because they have pegs and they're really long, and when you try to insert them into the specific holes, take your time, don't rush, because these will break. I mean, anything with a long thin peg like that will break super easily. Same thing with the spirit sword, it has a peg here. This is actually can be completely removed, so that way you can attach it to this piece here to be able to perform, you know, the impaling of fused Zamasu. And then as well as here, this pegs in right there, so there's a little peg here, and then this comes off in 2 pieces that uses 2 pegs. So just be careful, anything with pegs that's from import, I would be very careful with, in my opinion. So we'll get those out of the way and check out the face sculpts. Now here, this is where Vegito becomes different from a lot of the other SHFiguarts figures, is with his faceplates. He gets 2 faceplates, or actually 1 that has the bangs completely attached to it and they are not removable. And then he has these 3 that have removable bangs, and I still haven't figured out what was the purpose of that. Was that to save plastic? I mean, would it have been that hard to make each faceplate have the bangs? I don't know. That's kind of weird. You know, if anybody can explain that to me in the comments, I would really like to hear your guys' opinion, because I don't understand why they decided to do that. Maybe because these ones are more swept. Yeah, these are swept to the side, as for these are just straight, you know, over his brow. But the paint apps on these faceplates look great. I mean, they're super fantastic. You can see the eyes are detailed. You can see that they painted the inside of the mouth black. You can see the tongue, the teeth. You know, I just can't get over each time they come out with a figure and the amount of detail they're able to put into it. So you see he has this nice smirking face here, it looks nice and, you know, captures Vegito's personality. We have his you know, not grinning but gringing, you know, face, and then we have his 2 yelling faces that you can use in any display as well. So I really do like this figure, and we'll go over my final thoughts. So here are my final thoughts with the figure. For the price range, it's a great value because of all the things you get, from accessories to effect pieces, face plates or interchangeable parts. Great, but I feel that they cheated on quality when it comes to paint, when it comes to QC, all those things I feel were kind of set on the side burner or in the back burner instead of really being a focus. I mean, if you're going to make a figure, everything has to have a perfect balance of accessories, a perfect balance of effect pieces, a perfect balance of paint. So for the customers out there like myself and other collectors, I feel that this figure kind of did us a little bit of a disservice because of some of the paint and some of the accessories, because I know some people had issues where the bangs didn't come with the figure, the peg broke too easy on the effect piece. This guy right here, you know, pieces were to fall off on this and things like that. So I'm just saying, just be very careful with that when you guys are out there picking up an imported figure like this, because you had to go through premium Bandai to be able to get this figure. So I hope you guys are enjoying the little slideshow of the different poses and things I was able to get this figure in, because he is phenomenal when it comes to articulation. It's just that, you know, I had those small gripes with the paint on his sleeves, the shading that they did on his pants, because it literally looks like he kneeled in some wet water and his pants are wet, or, you know, moist from being wet with water. And I still don't understand why they had to have the bangs be interchangeable. I don't get that. So, but with all that being said, I mean, I recommend this figure. You know, if you're a collector, obviously I'm a completist, I want to try to get the whole line, I'm gonna pick it up. But if you wanted to avoid this figure, it'd be kind of hard not to want to be able to avoid this figure. He's pretty much a staple in any collection. You gotta have this guy. But those are my final thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this action figure review. And like always, guys, I will see you guys on the next review.